Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back. So I want to talk about Dead City. I talked about it a little bit in my video the other day when the news actually came out during WonderCon, but I actually really want to focus on some more details here. I want to focus on some more casting information as well as some actual images that we did get. We did get some teaser images that I didn't talk about at all, so I want to break those down here. I want to give some predictions on that. I want to talk about the release of this as well because I know there's been some questions about that. And I also just really want to be able to get into some predictions I have for the show, some hopes that I do have for it, at least with certain characters here. So before going any further, obviously make sure to be a subscriber if you do want to get all my Walking Dead content like this. Also, if you haven't followed me on Twitch yet, definitely go do so. I am just finishing up Resident Evil 4. I believe I'm going to be finishing that up today, actually. I think there's only... I think I'm literally at the last boss. So yeah, I probably would have beat it, like honestly, the day it came out or the day afterwards, but I've sort of been waiting for my buddies to get to the same part because we're all wanting to like beat the game together. So it's a really, really good game, but I'm planning to do a lot more stuff there. I have a whole setup here. This weekend actually is when I'm going to be focusing on setting up the whole thing here. I have my stream deck. Things are going to look a lot better mic quality because I've been using the PS5 headset. So I know a lot of people have been asking, like, can you use the mic that you use for your videos and stuff? And yeah, I'm going to try to do that. I do have another mic right here. I want to see how that works. But first, we're going to try to set it up so I can have it with this mic. And then, yeah, there's going to be a lot of fun gameplay. And not even just gameplay. Like, I know that I'll do some of that there, but I will also be doing reactions to things and stuff like that. Well, like we'll talk about news if there's ever an event, if there's breaking news or stuff like that. We will do some Q&A stuff on there, and yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So definitely go follow me on Twitch. I'm so close to 4,000 subscribers. I'm very, very close. So it'd be really nice to actually be able to hit that. Or not 4,000 subscribers, 4,000 followers, I believe is, yeah. I'm very close to 4,000, so that would be really awesome. But yeah, definitely, if you haven't followed me yet, definitely go do so. But let's actually get into this here. So Dead City, the premiere date is June 18th. They actually released it, and I'm very, very hyped for that. That is what, less than 3 months now, right? 2 months and like 3 weeks or something like that away. And I think this show is, again, I think with all the shows, this is the one show that people are the least excited about. But I think because it's airing first, I think because of what they can actually give us, it is going to be something that I think fans are going to really like. Because we haven't really had any Walking Dead content in a while. I think when we watch it, we're going to love it, especially with Fear ending around the same time, right? And then we go into Comic-Con, we get the Rick trailer and stuff, and then obviously Daryl Dixon, that show's going to air in the fall, and then we'll probably get more trailers and more teasers and stuff for the Rick and Michonne show, which is going to be coming out probably in February. So, this is going to be a really big show here that teases us, or not really teases us, but really tells us what the next era is going to be like for The Walking Dead. I think with these first seasons of these shows, I think they're really experimenting with, how many episodes should we do and, what's going to work. And I think that's why they have Maggie and Negan together, because they want to see if it's going to work. And if it does, they'll definitely be doing a season 2. I still think they're already planning to do a season 2. And so they'll do a season 2, and then we might get more episodes, right? Like, because I know they're doing the 6-episode format. I still think they might up it to like 8 episodes, because most shows nowadays do 8 episodes, sometimes up to 10. 16, I don't think we're going to see that format anymore, but 8 episodes, maybe 10, I could totally see them doing that, because that to me works really well. Honestly, even 12, if you want to do 12, that works as well. Depends on the show, because Fear is getting 12 episodes. I think that works really well because you can split it 6 and 6, right? So to me, 16, I think you can definitely, the story could get stretched out a little bit too much. So definitely maybe don't go back to that. Although I'm not going to obviously be upset about that. If they do 16 episodes, that'd be awesome. But I think it makes sense about 8 to 12 episodes, maybe like 8 to 10 episodes for season 2 of these shows. Do that. Dead City, I think this show is going to be a very, very big success. People already talking about it. Like, I actually had some friends, asking me about it. They didn't even watch The Walking Dead final season, but because this show, got some buzz online recently, they saw it trending and stuff, and they were like, oh, what is this? Like, what is that? Then I explained and told them, and, they're excited about that. One person I know is actually just going to start watching from here because they don't want to have to catch up on The Walking Dead, and I was just like, okay, I guess you're going to be pretty lost on what's happening with some of these characters, and especially why Maggie and Negan are together. But yeah, I think the thing is, people like to watch brand new shows. I think if there's a long running show and it's on its 8th or 9th season, people kind of feel like, oh, I have to watch all of that to catch up to where people are at right now. It's a lot, but if there's this brand new show and people are so excited for it, people are gonna go and check it out. Like it's really that simple, and it does have The Walking Dead in its title, right? So I think that's the thing about it. You see that, those characters, you remember those characters, you're going to check it out, especially after the show airs. If it's like this thing on Netflix or wherever it's going to be, AMC Plus, I guess, and you see that it's called The Walking Dead Dead City, it has Maggie and Negan there, you're probably going to check it out. And the thing is, even if people don't for Dead City and they don't for the Daryl Dixon show yet, once Rick and Michonne comes out next year, people are going to start going back and rewatching a lot of this stuff here, because that's the thing. This is the new era of The Walking Dead, right? It's not the original series anymore. This new era is more of this like universe, right? This Walking Dead universe with all of these shows sort of connecting this overall storyline. Now, we did actually get some photos here that I do want to talk about. So we do have this one shot here of Maggie. This one here, I do think this is most likely of Maggie in the first episode. I remember some stuff during filming anyways, and I'm pretty sure she had an outfit like this on. So I do think this is probably in the first episode, likely in the first, 30 minutes of the episode. So yeah, obviously at this point, I think she's probably with Negan, and they are traveling to New York. I guess that is why they go there, right? But I do wonder, I wonder how they find out that Herschel was taken there, because there's got to be something in this episode that shows them that Herschel was taken to New York, and so that's why they go there. We then get this shot here of Negan, and I do think this as well is in the first episode. I think this is a bar they go to. I really like the colors here and the tone of this shot. I will say I originally thought that this was going to be the overall tone and vibe to the show, just sort of have that purple color. But no, once you actually watch the footage for everything else, it doesn't really seem like it. It just kind of seems like it's more of what The Walking Dead has kind of been. That's kind of what the tone's going to be here for the show, which is good. Definitely really good. Like a lot of those city shots and stuff, they just look really incredible. And then we have our new character here, and I believe his name is Armstrong. I don't remember exactly, but his name is something Armstrong, and he is someone who obviously he fights for justice, and I think he wants Negan, right? I'm pretty sure he's wanted, and I don't really know much more than that. I saw somewhere, I don't know if it was just somebody, if I read a question from somebody or where I saw it, but there was this idea out there. Maybe they talked about it at WonderCon, that's where I saw it. I don't really remember, but I'm not taking credit for this anyways. I don't remember who said it. I saw something somewhere anyways where they were saying that what if he is sort of after Negan for his crimes of being the leader of the Saviors from years ago, right? If there's some sort of connection to stuff that he did or something like that. Some of the people here in New York remember Negan when he was the leader of the Saviors. And so, they want to bring things back to a sense of normalcy, back to the way the old world was. And the crimes that Negan committed, during season 7 and 8 and beforehand, have sort of followed him here, because there's been a lot of talk of the stuff they did beforehand, comes back, and it does actually affect Maggie and Negan. And that would be kind of a cool idea. Honestly, that would be interesting. I don't know how exactly that would make sense, but I think that would be really cool. I think that's a really interesting way in tying some stuff from earlier seasons of The Walking Dead, right? But who knows? I don't know if they're actually going to go down that road, but I thought that was really interesting. I do think this character here is going to be a really great character. I'm really excited to meet him. The last shot here obviously is just of a walker, and this is just obviously some amazing work done by Grant Nicotero. I mean, he always does amazing work, so it's gotten to the point now where when you see walkers, they just look so amazing, you don't really notice, you can't really appreciate it, right? The walkers on this show, I know when I first started watching The Walking Dead, seeing the walkers, I was like, this is incredible. And the fact that it's all real, I was so blown away by it. 10 plus however many years later of watching it, the fact that it is the same, and the fact that I guess they do change some stuff up here and there. You do notice some special walkers here and there, but yeah, just amazing stuff. I love Nicotero's work. I really want Dead City to be a show that really explores New York City really well. I want to actually see some unique zombies. I want to see unique locations, and I want to see some actual, turmoil between Maggie and Negan. I want to see Negan become his old self. I really do. I know they've been teasing that, but I want to see that version actually come out, and I want to see, if it's the same or why he's doing it. And I also want them to really show us that there's a reason for these spinoffs. There's a reason for this stuff continuing. What I don't want is I don't want the story of these spinoffs to feel like the Reaper arc, because the Reaper arc, that was very much, obviously original material, but it just felt so unnecessary, so unneeded. And the entire time I was like, yeah, I know these are the villains. I don't really care though, right? And so I don't want Dead City to feel like that. When we're watching it, I want it to really feel like it matters. And not like we're watching it and we're just waiting for Maggie and Negan to do this or that. And, these characters don't really overall matter. They just feel like background characters. I really don't want it to feel like that. So far, though, it does look really good. I will say that. So far, the characters seem very interesting. The overall setup and stuff, I think, has me very intrigued. And I don't think it's going to feel like that overall. I still think people's interests, for sure, is in the Rick and Michonne show, like definitely. But Dead City is still going to be, I do think, a really great, amazing, really good quality show. And I don't think the characters or the villains are really going to be like the Reapers. Because the one thing about the Reaper arc is you got to remember people were so excited about the Commonwealth, right? They would tease the Commonwealth here and there, and we wanted to see a lot more of that, and it just kept taking forever to get there. Looking back at the Reaper arc now, it's like, yeah, that was so unnecessary considering how much you had to rush through the Commonwealth arc. You should have just taken the Reaper arc out completely, just focused on the Commonwealth arc. That's it. And I think it would have been way more entertaining. It would have stayed way more true to the comic, and I think fans would have appreciated that a lot more because there was a lot of stuff you could have taken out there, a lot of stuff you could have pushed back, a lot more stuff with our characters at the Commonwealth that you could have explored. You could have explored how Negan actually met Annie. Not even that, we could have saw Daryl's reaction and everyone else's reaction to the Commonwealth. We didn't get to see any of that. They were just sort of there, right? So there was a lot of stuff. There is so much stuff that they did sort of skip over, and that's, I think that's the issue with the Reapers overall. And so, yeah, I'm excited for Dead City though. I can't wait to get an actual trailer that does showcase everything. They haven't released it yet. Very, very weird. I would have thought they would have released it, but I guess it was something special. Like if you're a fan there, you got to witness something pretty special, and I guess we probably won't be seeing a trailer probably until end of April or something like that, or maybe they're holding it off until like early May, around the time Fear the Walking Dead starts. I don't know, but definitely right now we're on trailer watch because they could drop that any day. It could happen this week or something like that, right? So anyways, definitely post your thoughts down below. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.